Kong Hei Fat Choi! Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing my boyfriend Chinese New Year snacks. Now my boyfriend's never had any of these, so it's going to be really interesting to see your reaction and what you expect. Now I appreciate that these will vary from family to family and traditions to traditions, but I've got a bit of a mixture, so I'm going to pull into some of my favorites and pull in some new ones for me specifically, but maybe not new to you guys. Now first and foremost, I just want to clarify something. When we went to the shops, everything was sold out. I can't explain to you like how empty the shops were. So these are like the bearings of what they had, but not necessarily the entirety of what Chinese New Year would look like for most families.
How many are you buying?
3? They're almost empty. That's how popular they are. Typically, with like most festivities, the food is always the main part of it. So I feel like those who are like celebrating it properly, we're not celebrating it until tomorrow. So those who are celebrating it properly, I'm hoping you enjoy your meal. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. It's the year of the dragon, so hopefully for those it's going to mean good fortunes and the best of luck.
And that's good, because that's my year.
Yes. Hopefully.
This is my year.
Hopefully it brings you lots of money. Now.
For you to spend on snacks.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Okay, so before we start the video, I have a gift for you. And you probably have some idea what this is. Everyone else will know. This is...
Everyone will know.
I think everyone will know.
Okay.
Especially those who celebrate Chinese New Year.
To be fair.
You know what this is. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god, why are you being like this? So this is Lacey. So this is my gift for you. So I wish you a very happy Chinese New Year. And he didn't get me anything, so...
No. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Why does it say wedding on it?
Oh, because they normally do. They always
Do
have
they?
some weird, like, yeah.
It's very cool.
But we're not getting married, guys. There's
It's
no...
fine.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Now, my question to you
Yeah.
is, do you reuse these red
Absolutely.
envelopes, or do you buy new ones every year?
Sometimes, and I know some of you guys out there will have this experience, but that red envelope gets so used, you can see creases of where the money was.
Oh, wow.
And how much it is.
Oh, really?
Now, there is no rule as how much you can give.
What's the normal custom?
So, like...
Like, to be polite?
To be polite, I think it's about, like, £10-20. Right. So, for you, I gave you a good amount. But, like, for some people, it's, like, £5, like, a couple of pennies. And it goes by ranking, I think. People, like, so you might go from, like, the furthest member of the family away gets the lowest, and the closest get the most. So it's something like that. Anyway, so let's jump in with the snacks for Chinese New Year. I'm gonna leave you the option. Okay. So you choose well, because I don't know if you will like all of them, but I'm intrigued as to your opinion.
Sorry, I was probably wondering why I was just randomly looking at the table. I was listening, but also I was really distracted.
You weren't listening.
By this really flat, I presume some sort of like jerky dried meat type.
Is that what you think it is?
That's what I think this is. But I was really intrigued because it talks about Chinese, I guess because that's in the shape of a Chinese coin. With printing, it talks about how Chinese coins were once currency in ancient China. Yeah. Do they not use them anymore?
No. It's not. It's like a bit like our like.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, it's like us not using sterling as much. So this is called koyok. Sorry, I probably butchered that. I haven't spoken Chinese for years, but this is koyok. Basically, it's like barbecue meat.
Okay, so it is like a jerky type.
I wouldn't say jerky. It doesn't have any resemblance of jerky.
Okay.
But it's similar. It's well preserved. So I've got here. I believe one is pork. And one is something else. Now, I want to say it in advance, these are gifts from my lovely cousins, but this was bought in Malaysia, so you may not find it in the UK supermarket, but I'll let you choose which one you want to dig in.
Well, it's Chinese New Year, and red is lucky, so let's go with the red one.
Okay, go in and dig in.
Intrigued.
By the way, you get these on the street of every, from my experience in Singapore, Hong Kong and everything, they had these like sort of venues which will sell it and give you free pieces.
Okay. So it smells
Bring it closer.
beefy, really beefy.
Oh, you're right. This one might be beef.
This must be beef. This has to be beef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it tastes like roast beef.
This must be the beef one then.
Slightly sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But no, it's not jerky, is it?
No, it's almost like think about roast beef dinner, and then imagine that roast beef dehydrated and put in a sweet sauce, and you've got this stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, good.
Out of 10?
A bit greasy.
A bit greasy, okay.
It's a solid 7. You know, we're opening Gambit is a 7 right now.
Alright. My choice now is these. This is your choice in the shop.
I put these out in the shop because they were literally everywhere. Like, every end of aisle was full of these things.
I don't think these are part of the Chinese New Year experience.
And the characters just looked fun.
I don't think this is part of the Chinese New Year experience, but we'll go with it. Here's one. Let's share one, because these are like ridiculous.
I don't know what these are. Presumably some sort of...
It says pork.
Sausage.
Yeah. Just snap it.
Wonderfort classic ham sausage, apparently.
I think they're just sausage.
It's very bendy.
No.
It's very bendy.
I said snap it, but...
Well, I tried.
That's not snapping, you bent it.
How does one open this? So...
Let me get my own one now, I don't trust you.
The first lesson is to work out how to open the thing. Because it has this, like, metal ring at the end. We're now in a race to see who can open their sausage first. You're going with the...
It didn't work.
the teeth method. Are these meant to be eaten? Are these just decorative? I mean, I guess most people would just use a knife, presumably.
Oh my god, we can't get into these. Video ruined!
4 hours later.
Got it.
Okay, we'll use yours.
I finally got it. Right. It looks like luncheon meat.
It really does.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but it literally looks like luncheon meat.
It's very pale. Oh my.
Oh, it does smell like a bit like luncheon meat.
It's...
Oh.
But there's plastic on the end. You've just eaten plastic. It probably doesn't taste much different than the actual thing. Is this really bad? It's very,
I don't need to rate it, but...
Oh. Are these... Why does it smell like dog food?
Just put it in your mouth first before you say that. They're not really part of Chinese New Year. I think James really wanted it for some ghastly reason. Anyway, now you know.
That is possibly the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Okay, good. We'll move on. Out of 10?
That's a solid 0.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay, so let's... Mouth cleanser. Now.
Wow. That's bad.
You chose it. You realise you're the culprit for choosing this.
They were everywhere in the shop, and now I know why. Everyone was buying everything else. But there wasn't much to pick from. Like, you will admit, the shop was quite empty.
Yeah, it was quite empty. Okay, so the next one is the chrysanthemum drink. Now, as a sort of tradition for us, being me and my brother growing up, we never got this regularly, but we did get it on Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So, in connection to that, it may not be direct correlation to Chinese New Year. We just got it. But I really want to show you it because you've never had this drink.
No.
You've never had... Have you ever had chrysanthemum? In any form?
No.
Okay.
I'm loving that so many different types of drinks come in cartons.
Yeah, it's
very
weird.
nostalgic.
It is nostalgic. Okay, here's one for you and one for me. Now, I like this one, but there is other versions. There is also the light version, I think.
I'm very sad that even these come with cardboard straws.
Hey, it's good for the environment. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
These are like...
I'm so intrigued.
Like classic.
So this was your childhood Chinese New Year drink.
Oh, it's like memory. Imagine it cold.
Yeah. Cold would be better. It just tastes like tea.
Yeah, but it's a bit floral, isn't it?
No.
It's not your
sweet tea.
It's not your typical tea. Out of 10. Tell me what you think.
It's a good 8.
It's a good 8? Oh, so it's better than the jerky.
But that could just be because
we've had something
the sausage thing was so appalling that anything would have been good.
I don't think it's meant to be eaten the way we ate it. These remind me of the fingers from Michelle Yee.
Everything everywhere. They probably could do that.
Anyway, moving on. Stop bringing the bad forward. It's about blessing prosperity.
Let's bless those to the bin.
Yeah, let's bless them to somewhere else. You choose the next one.
Have some of these Taiwan dessert.
These are cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah.
I'm very excited by.
I grew up on these as well, and
nope. Very stiff packaging.
It's quite common in Asia, you know. Yeah, come on, muscles.
No. Didn't want to open. Don't let you do it. You probably have a trick, don't you?
No. These are... I mean, most packagings in Asia is quite thick.
Why is it so inaccessible?
It's just the type of plastic over there. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so whilst James is like figuring out how to like open the package and everything, one other thing that I couldn't find in the store but is completely traditional to my family is the ginger candy. Now, like, it comes with like other candied, like colorful candies. I will leave a picture on the screen. It normally is in like a wheel, like a circle shaped packaging, and they used to have like candied ginger, candied nuts, but they tend to be like colored in different color.
Okay.
I couldn't find it, and I'm completely distraught about the fact that I couldn't find it. But they seem to be something that is coming out of fashion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've seen them on like social media, but I wonder whether like they don't import it anymore because it's not something that people consume as much, which is pretty sad in a way because it's a classic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the Taiwanese cookies.
We've got them. We're in.
These are so
These remind me of donuts,
churros,
but
yeah, yum yums. These are such classics.
But obviously they're hard. They're cookies, right?
Yeah, these are such classics back at home. You'll find vendors sell it everywhere.
It's like sesame vibe.
Really?
Not as sweet as I was expecting, considering they are coated in sugar.
No, it's really typical of Asians do not have sweet desserts. It's not going to be crazy sweet.
And very crunchy.
Really crunchy. Doesn't it remind you of breadsticks with sugar around it?
Yeah.
I'm going to clear my palate. I love this drink so much.
It's good though.
Yeah, it is good, isn't it?
Also, they may not have heard anything you were saying because I was conscious that how loud those cookies are when you crunch.
It should be alright. Hopefully it did
Enjoy the ASMR if all you can hear is crunching.
It's good. I really like it.
I recommend those.
Question. Out of 10.
I'm going to put them in line with the jerky. That's not jerky, I appreciate it. With the beef, I'm going to give that that's a 7 or an 8.
7 or 8. Okay. Interesting. So it's like the best stuff is now coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want to choose the next one?
I know already that these are your absolute favourite.
Yeah, these are my favourite.
You've been talking about these all week. What are they?
So this is Kume, or I might be pronouncing that really wrong. I think it's Korean that call it ume.
Right.
And these are the plum. Now, traditionally, the British plum are so much sweeter, more flavourful. But we kind of like smash it out when it comes to the sweet department, because ume is a very different kind of fruit, but it's still called a plum back at home. Now we typically pickle it, we put it like make it sour plum or salted plum. Over here we just have it like a fruit.
Yeah,
it's so
it's just always sweet.
Yeah, the culture is different. Anyway, and what I like about these is that they're so tiny and like dainty. Now this is predominantly a blossom sweet, plum sweet, typically eaten during this time.
Okay.
When like well, I think it's very festive, but I don't know if it's the case over in Japan.
Did you have these childhood things?
Yeah. So there was 2 candies, and I couldn't find the rabbit one. Sorry, 3 candies that I grew up on. These, the white rabbits that always come at Chinese New Year because it was just something that you bought for children to like gift. And there's the red envelope candy. They're pink and they're white and gummy. They're like hard texture, and then you warm it up with it's like taffy really.
Okay.
The best candy, again, the shop that we went to sold all out, completely
There was
empty.
no white rabbit at all.
No white rabbit, nothing.
When we went last year, there was nothing but
white rabbit. Yeah, exactly. But what do you think of these?
Well, is it interesting? So they start almost salted and savoury.
Yeah, salted plum.
And then it kind of drifts into like a little sour note. They're like a hard-boiled candy
with a gummy inside. These are so fun, and like this is such an old candy group as well. They're like from back in the 80s.
They're not sweet.
No.
So if you're expecting this candy to be sweet, this isn't for you.
Yeah.
But if you want that kind of like slightly salted, slightly sour,
plummy, like
kind of fruity, plummy sort of hard candy vibe, then go for these from 1981.
They're a bit like they're an acquired taste, I would say that, because most of these candies are typically hard boiled candy, typically contains some sort of rice element to it, and most likely flavored in that sort of like plum, you know what I mean, that sort of traditional fruit. Now if it's a case where and for my family where you put things onto the shrine, these sweets were bought just so it was like partly decorative and partly like consumed in that way.
Okay. So would you like open it out and just have like the little ones
spread out? Yeah. Out of 10.
These are an 8.
Really? Nothing is going higher than 8?
Nothing so far.
Wow. Okay, so the last 2, and these are super traditional. These are something that like, I guess family members will gift to each other as well. So it's the pineapple cake. These are like the traditional pineapple cake. Sometimes they come and look a little bit different. Sometimes in a flower shape with the pineapple like on top. But these are quite traditional to me. Now, these are not the ones that I normally get from my family, but these ones, sorry, but the ones that you get in Malaysia and Singapore, they look completely different. They actually have the pineapple like hexed like shape, where these ones are just like very traditional, like roll like. Do you know what they roll? If you've ever had fig cake,
yeah, they look like
these. They look like those. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So these do look like the fig rolls. Like, I don't know if maybe your granny will eat these. These are what they look like. They smell like pineapple. They also smell like a traditional
kind of soft,
Chinese bake.
Little kind of cakey rather than biscuity.
Yeah, they smell like the Chinese bakery.
Almost like jam, but without the moisture.
It is without, it's very jammy.
And a cakey case.
It's very shortbready, short crusty sort of style. I really like these. These are one of my favourite. I'm really glad we've got a punnet. They're like super gummy as well. Absolute classic.
Or any friends. They don't have to be Asian. Everyone can enjoy those.
You think so?
If you like pineapple. If you hate pineapple, I wouldn't. But if you like pineapple, or even if you just like kind of cakey, jammy sort of textures, I like fig rolls, really.
Do you like fig rolls though?
No.
I don't. They were like a predominant like household like.
We never really had them.
We did.
Oh.
Because they were so cheap.
No.
They were like 30p a pack.
Really?
Maybe not now, but like then they were.
I remember the day when you could buy a Freddo for 10p.
That's because you're old, man. Right, last thing, really.
No.
Huh?
I rate them.
Oh shoot, sorry, yeah.
I forgot. And
It's above an 8, isn't it?
9 out of 10.
Is it?
It is.
Okay,
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
We like
fine.
pineapple cakes.
Mm.
The last one. This is really
Last
sad.
one is the sesame cookies. Now, traditionally, I would go for peanut. Again, there was none. There was a new version with taro. Not something that I'm like used to.
Mm.
I like taro. Personally, I wouldn't really go for it in this style cookie though.
Right.
Now, sesame cookie, quite traditional again. Other things that you could also get, which is also traditional to the sort of Chinese New Year like theme, is it's called a rice cracker. They're round and they taste a little bit like fishy and prawny.
Oh, okay.
With little like sugar icing on top.
Interesting.
Classic again.
Yeah.
We couldn't find them, by the way.
Oh.
No luck there. But other things like that is very traditional. I would also say if you really wanted to, and this is more of a Western influence, Chinese cookie. You know the one you crack open. Fortune cookies. They're not traditional, so
No, they're invented in America.
yeah, exactly. So, but you can have those. They're good fun.
You know how I learned that fact?
Because you had one the other day.
Iron Man 3. He talks about fortune cookies being invented in America.
Oh, but there you go.
Yeah, so there we are. But it's true, actually. I did have one the other day. My office did a Lunar New Year meal. And we had fortune cookies included in that, which was amusing.
Well, they're just like not traditional.
No.
Other traditional things are lots and lots of fruit, specifically oranges, because they represent like good fortunes, blessings. Loads of fruits, lots of meat at this time, and then we have something that is called bánh chưng, which is Vietnamese, but they're basically wrapped in green leaf, and it's got rice, glutinous rice, meats in it. Which is something that I want to try later because I've got one. My grandmother prepared you one.
That's exciting.
But they're like lots of like, I guess there's lots of like very rich, luxurious sort of indulgent food at this time of year. That we're gonna be enjoying tomorrow. Dim sum's another one. Obviously, we have dim sum all year round, but heavily people go out for dim sum because it's always like a treat. Now this is the final one. Sesame cookies. Oh. Okay.
I already know I like these.
How do you know?
I just do. I can just tell.
How do you know though?
I can just tell. Instantly know.
Okay, I'll pick one then.
Okay.
They're like very shortbready, crusty, like... You're very happy already. Like, how do you know? They might be rubbish.
They're not.
Oh my god, they're crumbly.
They're very crumbly. But they are, as I expected, brilliant.
They are really good. Imagine peanut one. If I picked up the peanut one, oh boy. Honestly, my advice is go shop early. Treat it like Christmas Day, because apparently shops are not prepared for that sort of influx.
No.
Today was such a shamble, and I thought like, oh no, it'll be fine. No,
I've eaten my cookie already. It's that good.
Is it really that good? Yeah, have another one.
I might have another one.
What do you mean you are having another one? Hot?
They're great.
Oh, they're so good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tea.
Thank you.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
But they go well.
They do.
That's so good. And it's only 90 calories.
Even better. Mix up for all of those.
Eat the sausage alone. You're the one who picked it.
No, it's all of these.
Oh,
Forget that stuff. All those.
Right, out of 10.
Those were 10. They're amazing.
Best for last.
Yeah, literally. Get these. Just go and buy 5 jars of those and forget about the rest of it. It's my place. It's very crumbly, you know?
Darling. Honey.
I fell apart.
I can't clean on Chinese New Year. You know that. Stop making a mess. Yeah, but that's from the box. That's your mess carried over my mic.
It's your mess.
Guys, don't cut your hair. Don't go shopping. Don't clean the house. You don't want to get rid of your good fortunes you built up. Honestly, today's about sharing like food with your family. Today's about counting your blessings. Today's about looking forward to the future and saying goodbye to the past. I wish you a happy new year.
Likewise, happy new year.
I wish you guys a happy new year. And thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the treat, and I'm sorry about the sausage, but you did choose it, so that's just karma back to you.
I mean, I understand why the shop was full of them now.
Good. You've learnt your lesson.
We should have bought more of these instead.
What, but more of these? Okay. Well, you can go and get it now.
Why don't you let us know in the comments below what your favourite snack is on Chinese New Year. And like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Love you, leave you. Mwah. Isn't it funny how everything is red?